Okay, so you've made the decision to go vegan, you don't know where to start, you need some information, you need to learn more about veganism. Maybe you're thinking, okay, friends have recommended veganism, it's a way to go, it's the best way to cure my migraines or to alleviate my depression, or it's a good way to help me lose weight and get really skinny, it's a great way to improve my performance in sport. You know, how do I start? What do I look at? Where do I go? What books do I buy? Which movies do I look at? Okay, so this whole site is dedicated to people right at the start of that journey. So what would you do at the start of your vegan journey or the start of your nutrition journey to find out how to improve your diet, how to go about doing this? So where I started was obviously on YouTube, looking at a few videos, getting advice from all sorts of different people. You've got to be careful, there's a lot of misinformation out there. If you read magazines, you buy those sort of junk magazines that talk about my cousin was born with 4 arms and he can walk on the ceiling. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm a celebrity and I've got a fat bum. How strawberries can help you fly if you eat enough of them. If you're reading those magazines, they ain't the places to get your information. If you're going to study for a degree in architecture, you don't start studying looking at those magazines. If you're going to perform an operation on someone that's having something removed, you want to be a qualified surgeon, you want to get some instructions on how to do something very complex, you don't go to a magazine. So you don't go to a magazine to get the advice on how to live a healthy life. They're just there to sell stupid nonsense to you. Often you're going to have some beautiful lady on the front cover that's meant to make, usually other ladies pick that up and have a look at it. It's not there to help you, it's there to make money, it's there to sell to you. Don't get your nutrition advice, don't base your lifestyle on what you read in magazines. So what you need to do is start with some good sources of information. The places I started, Dr. Grieger on YouTube, fantastic guy, one of the funniest doctors you'll ever see, knows his stuff, looks super healthy, he's not overweight, he's not, hasn't got cirrhosis, he hasn't got that kind of like tired look in his eyes, he's a healthy looking guy, knows what he's talking about. He has a fantastic website called nutritionfacts.org. Tons of great information there. He's a really hard worker. He's releasing videos and information all the time. Dr. Grieger, great place to start. If you look on YouTube, he's got a video called The Leading Causes of Death or something like that. Excuse me, I've just had loads of apple juice. Sounds really morbid when you say leading cause of death. Look up a death video, but it's not. Fantastic presentation, about an hour long, packed full of information, and he presents it fantastically. Really interesting video to watch. So Dr. Grieger, I think it's the 16 leading causes of death in the US, something like that. Very interesting video. There is, of course, other YouTube channels that I mentioned briefly: Durian Rider, Banana Girl, Christine, 40 Below Fruity, tons of different bits of information out there to look up, Raw Bras, and Running Raw, tons of different channels to look up, so have a look at those. Also check out a few documentaries. The best ones are Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead. For everyone in Australia, and for anyone called Joe, this is the guy to watch. I'm Joe as well. I'm not Australian. I'm originally from the UK, but I've been here for 4 years. And I can really relate to this guy. He's another Joe. He's a fellow Joe. He's in Australia. He's trying to get fit and healthy. Watch his journey. Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead. Fantastic documentary. It's available free on YouTube if you do the right search. Hungry for Change. They actually have 2 documentaries via the same production company. Hungry for Change and Food Matters. Both fantastic documentaries. They'll give you a bit more information. They go into a lot of detail in terms of different types of nutrients, how we're, overfed but undernourished. We're getting maybe lots of calories, but not the sort of nutrient-dense, good nutrition that we actually need, that our bodies need to look after themselves and keep us healthy. So really have a look at those documentaries as well and get some more information. And last but not least, I think it's about 2.5 years ago, my lovely fiance bought me Dr. Doug Graham's book, 80-10-10. Have a look at that. Fantastic starting point for understanding veganism. I kind of came from a vegetarian background and sort of got rid of the fish and the milk, and was trying to take that next step towards veganism, getting rid of eggs and cheese. And cheese can be a really difficult one to get rid of because many people have an addiction to cheese. But and there's lots of reasons why people have that addiction. One of the reasons is the small amount of opiate from the cow's milk that's given to the calf, and that opiate, that sort of drug, effectively in the milk, keeps that calf nice and close to the adult mother cow. So lots of information out there. 80-10-10 is a fantastic one. That's probably a really good starting point. YouTube is like the lazy place to start because you can just look at different videos and watch a few bits of information and really get to grips with not only different information sources, but really the people that really resonate with you. Because I know, no offense to some of the guys out there, I'm not going to name any names, but some people can be really sort of super, this is the vegan cult, vegan power, man. It's all about veganism. You've got to be vegan. If you're not vegan, then you're not living right. Some people are really sort of in the vegan cult, a little bit OTT. Maybe you think I'm OTT and I'm sort of coming across with, too much energy. I might not be presenting the message in the way you want to hear it. There'll be someone out there that really resonates with you, and you might find someone's got too low energy or too high energy, or they're too peace and love and kind of hippie-ish, and someone else is kind of in your face and lots of swear words, and that might not be quite what you're looking for. But the main thing is get the information, live the life you want to live. I'm spitting across a laptop. And just figure out what works for you. It sounds like a cult. It sounds like we're trying to sort of pull you into a cult, and we're gonna measure your thetan levels, and we're gonna tell you all about how Zog from another planet came down and he left the vegetables, and he told all the people of the planet not to eat meat and eggs and cheese because it's evil. It's not what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get out a message that veganism works. It's a way to live your life. If you get enough calories and you get the right information, then you can make up your own mind. If you're feeling good, you're feeling fantastic, you're going to be like me, someone that used to smoke 30 a day, 30 cigarettes a day, up until 2004, 2005, when I started to quit smoking, changed my nutrition, started getting healthy, ran my first marathon in 2006, and here I am talking about veganism. I even had a vegetarian girlfriend, and I was saying to her, why don't you eat meat? And used to think that was a bit crazy, but here I am, now talking about veganism as a way to live your life and a way to feel good. So yeah, so go look at those sources. Dr. Greger, nutritionfacts.org, Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead, Food Matters, Hungry for Change, and Dr. Doug Graham's 80-10-10, and use YouTube as well. Okay, I hope that helps in the start of your vegan journey. Vegan power.